Hello everyone, welcome to the official channel of Other 24/7 Noticed. Let's start with the first class of the exam that is going to be held on this week, that is 30th of August, and I hope everyone is preparing well for your exam. सब लोग अपना एग्जाम का प्रिपरेशन अच्छे से कर रहे हो क्योंकि अब तो का एग्जाम के लिए सिर्फ 6 days ही बाकी है. So let's start with the first session of today. मैं ऐसा 6 classes लेके आऊंगी which will be important for your exam. यहाँ पे ये classes पे current affairs, GK, GS of every subjects will be covered in this particular classes. So do not forget to join, and also the PDF of this classes you will be getting this in our app, which is the Other 24/7 app. You can download the app from Play Store, and also if you are using an Apple phone, you can download from Apple Store as well. So after downloading from Google Play or App Store, you have to install first, then you have to select state exams, Northeast states. There you will be able to find everything related with your state along with any batches or the PDF, and also you will be able to give free mock tests here. Mock tests and PYQ also are available here. So let's start with the first question. When did Arunachal state officially attain the status of a full-fledged state? So previously पहले हम लोग अरुणाचल प्रदेश को नेफा बोल के मानते थे ना, पहले इसका नाम नेफा था. उसके बाद अभी हम लोग अरुणाचल प्रदेश एक एक्स्ट्रा स्टेट होके अभी हम लोग पहचानते हैं. And whenever we say about a state, so state, it was first declared by the year 1987, and it has become a full-fledged state on February 20 of 1987 through the State of Arunachal Pradesh Act in the 55th amendment of the Indian Constitution. Do remember the amendment as well. Exam में ये भी पूछ सकते हैं कि amendment कौन सा था, and also the year along with the month. Okay, year, month, both are important for your exam. Next question, the powerhouse of the cell. This was a PYQ. This question has already came in previous exams of your this particular exam that you are giving on this 30 of August. So these are some of the PYQ that have already came in your exam. Like this is a question of science of cell. So whenever we say about cell and the various parts of cell, this is the most important part of cell. It is also known as powerhouse. So powerhouse means here our respiration, means हम लोग जो सांस लेते हैं ना, उसके लिए ये part हम लोग को help करते हैं. That is none other than the mitochondria. Okay. So this is the figure of a mitochondria, and also mitochondria also have the independent DNA. They have their own DNA. जैसे न्यूक्लियस का खुद का DNA है. There are 3 organelles that have their own DNA. One is mitochondria, one is nucleus, and the other is chloroplast that is found in the plant cell. Chloroplast. While these organelles are also important when we say about lysosome, these are also known as suicidal bags. To remove any toxic enzyme from the cell inside to the outside, lysosomes are useful. Chlorophyll are present in the plant cell. These are also known as green pigment that helps in the process of photosynthesis, while ribosomes are also known as protein factory. It helps the cell in gathering proteins. Okay. Next question, the asteroid belt lies between the orbits. So this is a very important question. Once a question was asked from here, like the biggest asteroid, the name of the biggest asteroid is Caris. Okay, these are sometimes also known as dwarf planet, because to be a planet there are 3 characteristics. So one of those characteristics was been removed from the planet Pluto. So now it is not in the list of planet. Dwarf planet, it comes under dwarf planet Pluto. So Caris also is one of the biggest asteroid that comes again in the dwarf planet. And the asteroid belt starts from here between Mars and Jupiter. This is the planet Mars, while this is Jupiter. Asteroids are these objects. See, this look like small stone, or it's some are so small it looks like a pebble. So these are the asteroids. The main name of the asteroids are same. They want to become a planet, but because of lacking few characteristics, they are in this particular part, and these are some of the biggest asteroids, which is also known as dwarf planet. Okay, they lie between Mars and Jupiter. Next question. So this is also one previous question. This is about the different types of gas or leakage that have created world event means भोपाल गैस ट्रेजेडी. आई होप आप लोग ने सुना होगा भोपाल में भोपाल गैस ट्रेजेडी हुआ था. तो उसमें कौन सा गैस रिलीज हुआ था जिसके लिए बहुत पीपल का डेथ हुआ था. और ऐसा सेम और केसेस को है जैसे भोपाल गैस ट्रेजेडी. एक है चार्नोबिल गैस डिजास्टर, then Seboso also and Bayamer. So amongst this, one is the incorrect answer. So amongst this, which is the incorrect? So when we say about Bhopal gas tragedy, वहाँ पे यही gas release हुआ था, methyl isocyanate. And whenever we say about Chernobyl, yes, the reactor 2 was been compromised here by iodine 131. The incorrect one is the last one because यहाँ पे mercury release नहीं हुआ था. यहाँ पे release हुआ था ये देखो सब लोग या arsenic. Okay, involve a toxic, sorry, not arsenic, toxic spill of cyanide and a heavy metal tailing, not mercury. So answer mercury दिया है, mercury के जगह it was released cyanide. Okay, so ये incorrect है, बाकी सब correct है. Next question, which is or are true about Bhimbetka cave? So this is also one PYQ that came in one of your Arunachal state exams. So whenever we say about such PYQ, exam में art and culture का question बहुत सारा आता है. So एक ऐसा भी है लास्ट और एक बार इलोरा केव्स के बारे में भी पूछा था. So whenever we say about Bhimbetka caves, these are some of the options. First is they are located in UP. These are famous for rock painting and these are recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Site. So yes, the correct ones are only 2 and 3. It is not at UP. So ये कहाँ पे located है मुझे एक बार बोलना comment section में और बाकी ये दोनों correct है. Next question, what is the oldest, sorry, what is the default temperature for AC? अभी summer के दिन है और we have to use AC where there is very intolerable heat. Okay, so there is a temperature which we know as the default temperature for AC, that is not fixed actually. Whenever we start a AC, it first starts with that temperature. So what is the temperature? That is the 24 degrees Celsius, that is the set default temperature of any AC. So whenever we say about AC, see here few of the things. This is the default center temperature for India. This regulation has been applicable since 2020. The BEE, Bureau of Energy Efficiency, is a statutory body under the Ministry of Power, Government of India, established in March 2002 under Energy Conservation Act 2001. Do you remember the year and the act by which this was placed? Next question, which is a top aluminium producing country of the world? So whenever we say about aluminium, India is also one of the top country when we say about aluminium. Maximum things we use of aluminium. In fact, we also use aluminium to cover the food products so that they do not become coal, right? So there also we use aluminium, and apart from that we also use nowadays use our window pane and some railings also of aluminium. So the top country is China obviously, second is India, third is Russia. Okay, so answer is China. Next question, what is the name of India's fully indigenous 32-bit microprocessor launched at Semicon India 2025? This is an important question. It is also a CA of technology. So it is India's fully indigenous. मतलब इंडिया में ही बनाया है ये 32-bit microprocessor and it was launched at Semicon. ऐसा कुछ event होते हैं electronics का event जहाँ पे ये सब display होता है. So it was, the name was Vikram 3201. Do you remember the name? Vikram 3201 is the name of the microprocessor. Next question, which Indian state is the host of inaugural sunrise festival? This is a very easy question. I think you will be able to answer because this is a question from your own state. Yes. So whenever we say about the state that can see the first sunrise in India, it is Arunachal, and the place where it will be held, this will be held in the last of this year. It will be held at Dong. So the Dong is the first place where we can see the first sunrise in India, and Arunachal Pradesh is the answer obviously. It will be held from, okay, so this has already held. It was a question of last year CA. It was held on the last of this 2025 and ended on 2nd January 2026. Do you remember the question? Next, Mera Hau Chongba festival, it is celebrated on which state? So it is mainly celebrated in a northeastern state. So whenever we say about this particular festival, in which state this festival is being celebrated? Is it in Assam, Nagaland, Manipur and Tripura? You have to remember at least the names of the important festival of the seven sister state and our brother state, that is Sikkim, because questions are maximum asked from this particular state when we say about any exam that is from Northeast. So this festival is held in Manipur every year on this particular date, means on the month of October. This is celebrated, symbolizing hill valley unity. Village chiefs from various indigenous hill districts arrive at the Manipur Royal Palace in fall to participate here. So yes, the answer is Manipur. Do remember. Next, Baratang Island. So this is the only mud volcano that is present in Indian territory. It is present at Union Territory of India. So where it is located? Lakshadweep, Puducherry, Andaman, or Daman and Diu. So yes, this question is many times asked in the state level exam and also in the central level. When we say about Baratang Island, do not forget it is located at Andaman and Nicobar Island. It is the only mud volcano island of India and has recently erupted, located on the north and middle Andaman district, about 150 km from Port Blair. Do remember this questions. Next question, contamination of drinking water with which of the following causes blackfoot disease? So like when we say about mercury, there is a contamination of mercury, we say that we are suffering from Minimata disease. And whenever we say about cadmium, we suffer from Itai disease. So the names are very peculiar, but you have to remember questions from here also come. Whenever we say about blackfoot, it is caused due to the poisoning of arsenic. When the percentage of arsenic has been risen, जब arsenic का percentage बढ़ जाता है, पानी हो या फिर हम लोग का food हो, तो what happens? We suffer from blackfoot disease. Okay, exposure to over a period of time to arsenic, mainly in drinking water. Do remember the answer? Next question. One more thing that was left, ये जो रह गया ये भी बोल देती हूँ. नाइट्रेट जब इसका अमाउंट बढ़ जाता है तो इन चाइल्ड दिस हैपन्स एज ब्लू बेबी सिंड्रोम. बच्चे में ये ज़्यादातर अफेक्ट करते हैं. ब्लू बेबी सिंड्रोम होता है. दिस इज अ टाइप ऑफ रेस्पिरेटरी डिजीज that mainly is affected by the small babies. एकदम छोटा बच्चा लोग को ये अफेक्ट करते हैं. जब नाइट्रेट का मतलब अमाउंट बढ़ जाता है तो ये बीमार होते हैं बच्चे में. नेक्स्ट, नगोया प्रोटोकॉल इज रिलेटेड टू व्हिच अमंग द फॉलोइंग? सो नगोया प्रोटोकॉल कभी कभी पूछते हैं, कभी कभी क्योटो प्रोटोकॉल के भी बारे में पूछते हैं. वॉर्न कन्वेंशन. सो दिस आर सम ऑफ द वर्ल्ड फेमस प्रोटोकॉल दैट आर मेड to save our environment, and some are made to means lessen the ozone effect. So when we say about Nagoya Protocol, it is related with our nature, that is biodiversity. It was signed at Nagoya, that is a place of Japan, on 29 October 2010. Around 18,000 participants representing 193 parties has signed the Nagoya Protocol, that is Convention on Biological Diversity, and their partners closed the Nagoya Biodiversity Summit so that we can protect our species and conserve them for our future. Next, on February 2nd, we observe World Wetland Day, which marks the signing of Ramsar Convention. On which of the following year? First, it was celebrated as World Wetland Day. On which year? So we celebrate that every year on February 2nd, and sometimes the theme is also asked, like what is the theme of this year? So first it was celebrated on the year 1971, and from then we are celebrating every year as World Wetland Day, and on the 2nd February we usually use to celebrate World Wetland Day. So you can see this is the theme of this year. Wetland and traditional knowledge, celebrating cultural heritage. So saving wetland is like saving ourselves, because if there is large amount of wetland, means our pollution is been declining. If wetland are been declining, then our pollution is rising. So yes, when we say about Ramsar Convention, Ramsar sites, we are very means lucky to have the 101st Ramsar site at Arunachal Pradesh, that the name is Glaw Lake. So this is the Arunachal's 101st Ramsar site. This is a sure and certain question in your exam. You can mark this is an important question because this is a recent current affairs. So India's 101st Ramsar site is in Arunachal Pradesh. It is at Lohit district. Okay, yes, you can see here this is the first Ramsar site from Arunachal Pradesh. So it is a pristine freshwater lake near Wakro in Lohit district. Arunachal Pradesh. It is inside Kamlang Tiger Reserve. So it is the 50th Tiger Reserve of India. 50 number tiger reserve है इंडिया का. And when we say about the Himalayas, eastern Himalayas have the thick सामने, and it is an important biodiversity hotspot fed by perennial mountain streams. Means यहाँ पे हमेशा पानी रहता ही है. Perennial means they are fed 12 months by the melting of snow or any natural activity. Then we say that is a perennial lake or river. Next question, washing soda is a common name for. So कभी कभी पूछते हैं washing soda, कभी कभी पूछते हैं bleaching powder के बारे में. So yes, these are some of the important questions which are frequently coming in your exam as PYQ. So when we say what sodium carbonate, that is the other name of washing soda. Okay, do remember it is known as washing soda. We write like this, sodium carbonate, right? Next, which of the following gas is not known as greenhouse gas? So you can see the chart. I have already given the chart. The highest percentage of greenhouse gas is by carbon dioxide. The next is methane, and then nitrous oxide. Few of them are fluorinated gases. Among this, which is not, that is hydrogen. Hydrogen alone cannot act. Hydrogen can act with the help of other like methane or nitrous oxide or anything that is there, but hydrogen alone cannot be a greenhouse gas. Okay, so the answer is hydrogen. Next question, at which temperature the density of water is the highest? So such question maximum times comes in your exam. पूछते हैं कि पानी का जो डेंसिटी है वो सबसे ज्यादा कौन सा टेम्परेचर पे होते हैं. At 4 degrees Celsius the density of water is highest. So you can see here it is 4 degree because it at this temperature two opposing effects are in balance. In ice, water molecules are in a crystal lattice that has a lot of empty space. Next, Garuda 7 bilateral exercise. 7 छोड़ो, just ये word देखो, Garuda. This is a bilateral exercise. ये every year conduct होते रहते हैं. So it is an exercise between which country? India and which country? So it is a exercise of air show, or you can say air means whatever we have means air fighters, means our Indian Air Force along with the France Air Base. Every year this exercise has been conducted. Last year it was held at France. It is a bilateral exercise between Indian Air Force and France Air and Space Force. Last edition was held at Mont-de-Marsan Air Base, France. Do remember, this is an important defense kind of affair. Okay, so this is all for today. You can answer this in your comment section. Headquarter of UNEP is located where? You can give this in the comment section. Again, I am saying we have already been doing these classes for your exam for CGL and CHSL selection batch, and you can join for your upcoming exams. And also if you are preparing for mock test, you can choose test prime where maximum exams are covered, and also you can do the last minute practice from here as well. Thank you so much everyone. Prepare well for your exams.